Well, guys, here we are. It's time to rank every single Pokemon in Generation 1. So this is, you got your red and blue. If you're in Japan, you got your green. You got your leaf green, fire reds. Well, that's what we're doing. So the Generation 1 games that I've played only leaf green and fire red. I have dabbled a little bit in red and blue. I wouldn't say I've actually played them really that much. I would like to someday, and I'd actually like to make a video on them, but for now, what I have played is leaf green, fire red. And leaf green, I would probably consider to be one of my favorite games of all time. I love Leaf Green. It's the first game I remember ever playing, because when I was like 3 years old, my mom and dad got me Game Boy Advance, and the only game I remember having was Leaf Green. I remember being so bad at it, but I still love that game. I still have my cartridge. I have a completed save file where I grinded, but it took me like 10 years to beat. Like, I beat it when I was maybe in grade 7. I was like 12. Is when I got back into playing Leaf Green and I actually sat down and beat it on my Game Boy Advance. And my Game Boy Advance, I still have it. It's in my room. I could grab it right now. It's fantastic. I love it. And the cartridge is green. It's great. But yeah, in terms of the Pokemon themselves, Generation 1, it's just so classic. Like, there's so many good Pokemon. I find this template and tier list maker that's really good. So the criteria I'm following is just how much I like using the Pokemon. It's 100% personal preference. I don't care if they're meta or not. I don't care if you don't like them. It's just, do I find them cool? Do I like their designs? Do I like using them in parties? Am I nostalgic for them? Just 100% all subjective of what I like. There's no objectivity in this whatsoever. I'm going to have some unpopular opinions. I'm going to have some pretty typical opinions. Yeah, that's what we're getting into for Generation 1 of Pokemon. And I know on this template they have like Megas and they have Gigantamax. I'm not ranking that. I might do a separate video later in the future where I'll do all the Megas and then I'll do all the Gigantamax. But if I'm doing Megas, I'll wait for Legend Z-A to come out. And then Gigantamax is different. But yeah, any like Megas, Gigantamax, any of these like Pikachu dress-up forms, I'm not doing. Why is Pichu here? This is not Generation 1. The regional forms, I'm not doing Alolan forms. What are all these Ash forms? I'm not doing none of that. Yeah, I think. Oh, they put Surfetch'd here? Why? Magnezone. He's not even in Gen 1. Okay, well, I'm going to have to skip through these because I do know what isn't Gen 1. I've played enough Pokemon to actually know. So we should be ranking only 151. I'm going from Bulbasaur to Mew. That's it. Cut off at Mew. I'm not doing nothing else. Maybe a separate video, I'll jump over to Gen 2. And then I'll do all the Generations 1 video at a time. But for now, we're just doing Generation 1. The original 151. So, starting with Bulbasaur. And my confession is that he is the best starter, so he's gonna go in S tier. I love Bulbasaur. I basically pick him every single time. He's just so good. I love how tanky he is. Like, even though he can kind of get cooked by ice types, and like he's so bad against Lorelei in some of the gyms, he just is just like bulky. I love that for. Oh, specifically, I meant Venusaur. Also, I'm gonna put Venusaur to S. Ivysaur's cool, but he gets B. He's the middle evolution. I'm not really as keen on middle evolutions personally. Like, they're just, it's like it starts out small and then it's just a means to an end to get to the big boy. My Venusaur, my Magnezones, my Blastoise. Yeah. So, middle evolution's gonna go in B. Charmander though. My issue is that I think Charizard is overrated as hell. He's like fine, and he dies to a pebble. He's kind of cool. I don't really like him that much. I think Charmander's cool. I'm gonna give him a B. Charmeleon's kind of a C. He's kind of, I don't know why he goes from orange to red back to orange. Charizard, he's just overrated. Okay, I'll switch this up. I'll switch it up. I don't really care for Charizard that much. I've never picked Charmander. I think I picked him once when I was a kid, but I immediately reset. I didn't like him. Metal Claw, he just gets washed by Brock right at the start of the game. And then he has to go up against, what, Misty right after? Double KO. He sucks twice in a row. Like, he's not actually, like, really super duper viable until you get to Erica and Celadon. But even then, like, that's 3 gyms you gotta work through where he's not the most effective Pokemon. So, I just think it's dumb. Moving on, though. Squirtle. You got an S tier, I'm just saying. Wartortle. Wartortle's also cool. I kind of like Ivysaur just kind of looks like a middle. But like, Wartortle looks cool. I kind of fuck with Wartortle. And Blastoise, big man Blastoise. Are you kidding me? He gets an S tier for sure. I do love me some big man Blastoise. Look at him. You just know this guy has generational swagger. Like, are you kidding me? Love that guy. Caterpie. That's a Pokemon, isn't it? Caterpie's like fine. Like he's kind of middle of the road. Like okay, I should expand the tiers. Like this is like perfect. This is a Pokemon that's like, oh, that's a great guy. I love that guy. This is like it's pretty good. C tier is like it's okay. D gets a meh. E's like a bad. F is like, if I hate this Pokemon. Like, if somebody told me this was their favorite Pokemon, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Disgusting. Okay, I think those are good tiers. So Caterpie, he's okay. Metapod, I like Metapod. He's really goofy. And all the old Smosh videos with Metapod using Harden over and over, I think he's low-key pretty sweet. Butterfree, I actually like Butterfree. I've never used a Butterfree. So I always thought of it as being kind of bad. I think it probably is bad, but like Butterfree's still kind of cool. So yeah, Butterfree's okay. I think it's pretty good. Weedle gets a meh. It's just like they tried to do the double bug thing, but Weedle's just like lame. He just looks weird. I don't like him. Kakuna's okay. Beedrill, I gotta be honest. This is entirely subjective, even though it looks kind of cool. I hate bees. That's like one of my least favorite insects. Anytime there's a bee around me, I just like fucking freeze. Or like, I do not like bees at all. Therefore, Beedrill, hard pass. Not into it. Pidgey though. Pidgey's okay. Pidgeotto is pretty good. But Pidgeot is great. I love Pidgeot. He is sweet. A cool bird Pokemon. I usually use Pidgeot in almost every party. I've tried to switch it up. I'll talk about Fiora later. In my most recent Leaf Green playthrough I've been doing on my phone emulator, I've been using Fearow, and he's also pretty good because he gets like Drill Peck and stuff, which is pretty solid. It's a pretty good move. But Rattata, it's okay. Raticate, meh. He gets a meh. Don't really. He just looks stupid. I don't like Raticate. He looks so dumb. Spearow though, Spearow gets a meh. Fearow though, Fearow gets a good. I think he's pretty good. He's cool. And like Aerial Ace and stuff. I mean, Pidgeot can also learn Aerial Ace, but Pidgeot's just so iconic. Love Pidgeot. Ekans. Snake backwards. He gets a meh. But I think Arbok is pretty okay. He's alright. I actually wouldn't mind trying Arbok in a party. See how that goes. Yeah. Pikachu. The issue with Pikachu is he's cool and he's pretty fun to use, but just all of the Pokemon media milks Pikachu. He's not even that good. Just because Ash had him, and then you go to Gold, Silver, you go to the top of the mountain and you fight Red. Like, Pikachu's not even, he's like fine. I would take Raichu any day over Pikachu. Pikachu is just okay. Raichu though, Raichu's good. I actually think Raichu's pretty cool. I am more of a fan of Alolan Raichu, admittedly, but like, normal Raichu, he's fine. Pikachu is just okay though. He's fine. Sandshrew, he's okay. Sandslash, I think he's all kind of just okay. Like, I don't really care for these mono ground types, especially when it's like a really early evolution. I don't know. It's just like, he is really cool, but I don't think I would ever use him in a party is my thing. All right, moving on. So we got the Nidoran line. Nidoran female. It's pretty meh, gotta be honest. Nidorina, it's like pretty meh too. I don't really care for Nidorina. Nidoqueen though. Nidoqueen is good. Nidoqueen's good. Nidoran male, it's an okay. Don't really like Nidorino. He's like fine, he's okay. Nidoking also gets a good. I actually would like to use Nidoking in a party. I think that would be pretty cool. Nidoking is pretty cool. But moving on. Yeah, I did not vet this list very well. There's just like all these random evolutions because like Cleffa's not this generation, but Clefairy though. Clefairy is. I think Clefairy was cooler before they gave it Fairy type. I don't know. Something about it being this like normal tank, kind of the same thing that Jigglypuff, but I feel like Jigglypuff, I don't know. It's kind of weird that I get it. It's Clefairy. Like, sure, of course they're gonna make it Fairy type. It just makes sense. I think it loses a bit of the sauce. Because before it was only fighting it was weak too. But now it's got steel, it's got poison. It's lost a little bit of the sauce. And like I'm sure it could have learned Moonblast even if you kept it normal type anyways. So like it could have learned like Dazzling Gleam and stuff. But Clefairy goes in okay. I actually think Clefable's good. Clefable is one Pokemon I would genuinely like to use in a party. One day I would like to use Clefable in a party. And maybe it's not Leaf Green Fire Red necessarily, but a Pokemon game. Vulpix, it's okay. Ninetales, I think is pretty good. I actually like Ninetales quite a bit. It's cool. I know it has the lore. I forget what it's Kitsune. I could be totally wrong. I could be fumbling that. I'm not gonna get into it, but I think it's pretty cool. Jigglypuff. Am I biased because Smash? That's a good question. Because Jigglypuff is really goofy and fun to play. It's fun in Smash. I'm not very good with it, but hitting rest combos is really funny to try to do all the time with friends. I think about Jigglypuff and good. Wigglytuff goes in meh. I think Wigglytuff's a little bit ugly. It's like okay. It's just weird. Crobat goes in bad. Golbat goes in meh. Oh, I said this Crobat. Sorry, this is Zubat. Sorry, this is Zubat. Zubat goes in bad. I hate seeing Zubat in caves constantly. It's so bad. And they did the same thing in Gen 2. Like, they just could not think of another cave flying Pokemon to put in. Yeah, Zubat goes in bad. I think he looks fucking stupid, too. I've never liked Zubat. Golbat. Golbat's cool. I actually like Golbat a decent amount. It's the third evolution I really do like. I fuck with Crobat. Crobat's sweet. But we'll get to it when we get to Gen 2. Oddish. Oddish is okay. Gloom, I hate Gloom. I think Gloom looks so ugly. Vileplume I think is cool though. I would like to use Vileplume. Paras is bad. Parasect is bad. I hate how these guys look. They just look so ugly to me. Like another classic, but brother, don't like it. I think Parasect might go in disgusting. This is like one of my least favorite Pokemon. I hate how Parasect looks. It's gonna go in disgusting. I gotta be honest. I do not fuck with Parasect. It's just like, ugh. Like, I would never use these guys in a party, ever. Like, ever. Never, ever, ever. Paras, the only reason it's only in bad and not disgusting is because it has, like, the layup buns as mushrooms. I think that's kind of funny. But I would not do that shit ever. Venonat goes in bad. Venomoth goes in meh. Venonat's so fucking ugly, dude. I don't like Venonat at all. Diglett, though, he goes in great. Along with Dugtrio. Dugtrio also goes in great. I have this weird thing where in these games where I always pick up a Diglett and turn into Dugtrio. And I always use Dugtrio, which I just need to stop doing. He's like not even that good at IMO. He's fine. Like he's good for when you need to fight Lieutenant Surge and it's like one of the early ground types you can get. In that scenario, he's pretty good. And Dugtrio can be pretty fast. But man, Dugtrio cannot survive any fucking hits. This guy dies instantly. Like anything. Like I remember I was trying to use Dugtrio in my party for, like I picked Venusaur, so I had to fight against Charizard. Picked Bulbasaur, yeah. I had to fight against Blue Heaven Charizard. And I was like, okay, I have Dugtrio because he's got like Rock Slide. And I'll use Dugtrio to outspeed him. Doesn't outspeed him. Dies instantly, something that's not very effective. Dugtrio fucking blows. But he's funny. I'm actually going to move him to good because of that. Now that I'm thinking about it. He goes to good. But Diglett is so funny. I love that in Gen 9 they gave Wiglet, like the other new version of it. I think that's so funny. But Diglett goes in great. TBH, he goes in great. Meowth is like, okay. Persian is meh. Don't really care about Persian at all. I have like no feelings towards Persian. Psyduck though, Psyduck's good. He's so funny. Golduck, he's more of an okay guy. It's like fine. He's okay. Where are we at here? I gotta really look down this list here because it's so much garbage. Mankey. Mankey's good. Primeape is great. I love that they gave Annihilate, but speaking specifically about Gen 1, Primeape is so fucking cool. I really like Primeape. I would like to use him in my party someday. He's just a cool looking dude. I fuck with Primeape. He's a cool guy. Growlithe. Growlithe goes in, I think he goes in good. That being said, Arcanine goes in great. I think Arcanine is so sweet. I used him in when I was a weirdo a kid playing Pokemon when I was like grade 7. I remember I had, maybe it was, I thought, was it grade 7? I think it was grade 7 when I had Black 2, White 2. And I used Arcanine in my party, and I was always like, I gotta teach this guy Outrage, because he needs to learn Outrage, and because Outrage is Outrage, and I'm like, yeah, because I was before Fairy types. So I always taught my Arcanine Outrage, and it was actually pretty good, just because Arcanine's kind of a beast. But it was so goofy thinking back to just like, oh, I gotta give this guy Outrage, like, Lamau. But no, it's Arcanine's cool. He's pretty sick. Like, he's like a fire dog, dude. Arcanine's just cool. I like Arcanine quite a bit. Okay, moving on. Where we at? Oh, Poliwag. Yes, dude. Poliwag. Poliwag goes in, I think he goes in good. Poliwhirl, he's the next S tier. I gotta be honest. Poliwhirl is just like the quintessential Pokemon. Poliwhirl's so awesome. Poliwrath, he goes in okay. Poliwrath kind of loses me a little bit. He's just like Poliwhirl, but angry. And like kind of buff. He just looks like a weird Starman from Earthbound. I don't know. Poliwrath is like okay, he's fine. But Poliwhirl, definitely S tier. Abra. I've actually never used an Alakazam in a party before. That's one of my confessions for this video. I've never used an Alakazam in a party before. Abra is like, meh. Abra's kind of meant to be useless until you level up to Kadabra. For that reason, he goes in meh. It's just annoying that you can't really use him. He only knows Teleport until you get it up to Kadabra. Like, I mean, I know it's supposed to start bad, but I finished strong with Alakazam, but even the fact that it's a trade evolution always bothered me. Always bothers me. Trade evolutions is one of the most annoying things, especially when you're like, especially me at my age now. Like, I don't really have as many friends that play Pokemon. When I was a kid, yeah, everyone had Pokemon. My brother had Pokemon, so I could always trade with my brother, but my brother doesn't have his own Switch. If he ever uses a Switch, it's mine. Or like, even like in emulators and stuff. It's really annoying to set up a virtual link cable to trade with someone to get that. And it's just a pain, or like I have to like hack it in or mod it in to get that done, and that just loses me. It loses some of the flavor of this evolutionary line. Which, following up, Kadabra's good, and in that same vein, Alakazam is just kind of good. He's not great, because the trade evolution, dude, the trade evolution is really bad. I wish what they did was they took the link cable item from Legends Arceus and put it in like more games. I hope they did that for Z-A because that's not a dual version game. But yeah. What song am I listening to? What is this? This is Viridian Forest? Okay. Are these like remixes? Oh, it's enhanced audios. That's why. Okay, that's fine. Moving on though. I got distracted. Where are we? Machop. Machop's good. Machoke. Also pretty good. Machamp though? Machamp isn't great. He's just a cool guy. Like when you think of like the original just like cool Pokemon, Machamp is up there. He's in the same tier. He's in the same ideas like Blastoise. I just like Blastoise more. But like of the like OG cool Pokemon, you got your starters. You got like Arcanine. You got Machamp. You got some other guys that we'll get to soon. Like just of the OG, like that is like a Gen 1er. Goated Pokemon, always gonna have that cool factor. Same with Alakazam for some people. Alakazam's never really done it for me, but like Gengar's always gonna be just a classic cool Pokemon that will never go out of style in the newer games. Every single time you see him back, he's like, yeah, we're so back. Of course, there's always gonna be at least one person in the newer games that always puts the Gengar on their team, which understandably so. Gengar's fucking sick. But we're getting off track. Bellsprout. Bellsprout's okay. Weeping Bell is funny, so he goes in good. Victory Bell goes in okay. Weeping Bell is funny because, yeah, big mouth. Victory Bell just kind of looks a little dumb. Actually, I'll put Victory Bell in good. I know there's one time when I was like stupid and like younger. One time I had a party that had Venusaur and Victory Bell. It was like the dumbest thing I could have done. I don't even know why I did that. It doesn't make any sense in hindsight. Because like Victory Bell, is the same type as Venusaur. They're both grass poison. They basically do the same thing. But Venusaur is just tankier. And is a starter, so it feels more special. So, I don't know. Victor Bell is... No, sorry, actually, I'm putting him back to an okay. He's just okay. He's like fine. I don't really like him that much. Moving on, though. Tentacool. Tentacool goes in good. Tentacruel. Tentacruel's also kind of... I actually would like to use Tentacruel, because he's got a little bit of bulk to him. Water Poison's an interesting typing. I would like to use a Tentacruel. He's gonna go in good. Moving on. Geodude. He's so fucking cool. He's so funny. Graveler loses it a bit for me. He's kind of okay. Golem. One of my low-key hot takes is that Golem is pretty great. I actually think Golem's fucking sick. I like Golem quite a bit. Even though I know he's a trade Pokemon, and actually the same thing with Machamp, but Golem is just like, he's just cool. And Geodude's funny. And Graveler is like whatever, but Golem's funny. Golem's cool. He's funny, he's sick. He's just like a boulder with arms and just like a dinosaur head, basically. He's just funny. I like Golem. I like Golem. Ponyta. Ponyta is like, okay. Rapidash. Rapidash goes in good, though. Rapidash is cool. I like Rapidash. I like Galarian Rapidash. We're not going to get to that, but I do like Galarian Rapidash, too. Alright, Slowpoke. Slowpoke goes in good. Slowbro's another Pokemon I would like to use someday, so he goes in good. Skipping a bunch of these forms. Magnemite. Magnemite, I think he's a classic looking Pokemon. Magneton goes on great. If I had Magnezone in this list, it would go in perfect. But even thinking about just Leaf Green in general, Magneton's really strong in Leaf Green because there weren't a lot of... It was like the first time Steel was put into a Gen 1 game. And I don't know, Steel just hit different in Leaf Green. He's just really strong. And he had good special attack. Like throwing Thunderbolt on him and like Thundershock and like... Oh, what's the move that never misses? Oh my god, I forgot what it's called. There's a like 40 power, like Bolt something. I think a Bolt Shot or something. That might be a Destiny perk. Never mind. I don't remember what it is, but there's one that it never misses, and it's just like a Shockwave, I think is what it is. Just like reliable. Yeah, it's Shockwave. Then like Thunderwave. But yeah. Magneton is just a reliable guy. He's just a chill guy. Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd goes in meh. He's just like, it's just a bird holding celery. Like, that's it. There's like nothing more to it. It's like fine. Oh, I got the Gym Leader Pokemon going right now? That's sick. Gym Leader song. Yes, sir. I love this song. Alright, Doduo. Doduo is, it's like fine. It's like okay. Dodrio's pretty meh. I don't really like what he looks like. He's just angry Doduo. That's some of the evolutions in Gen 1 are just like a Pokemon, but now it's angry. I'm just like, okay. But it has 3 heads now. I don't know. I know Magneton is kind of just 3 Magnemites stuck together. But it's funny. It's funny to me. Dodrio, I don't know. It's not really doing much to me. I think the naming is funny. Doduo into Dodrio. Dodrio. Yeah. Moving on though. Seal. Seal goes in good. Dugong, I think Dugong looks kind of weird. Dugong loses some of the flavor of Seal, I gotta be honest. Although it is cool that it picks up Ice type. We'll say that. Grimer. Grimer's meh. Muck. It's just like a fucking ball of slime. Like, Muck kind of... I'm hesitant to say bad because if you put his name backwards, it's cum, which is really funny. So, I'm hesitant to put him in bad. I don't quite know if he's bad. I think he goes in meh as well. How much we got left? Okay, we're getting down to it. Shelder. Shelder's okay. I do low-key kind of like Cloyster, even though when I used him in my Pokemon Shield party, he kind of sucked shit. Cloyster is not great, but that might be a newer Pokemon he's kind of got power scaled out of the game. I'm just kind of falling to the wayside. But I like Cloyster. I think Cloyster's kind of cool. There are better water and ice types, though. Definitely. But we'll get to it. Ghastly. Ghastly's okay. Haunter is just like good, but Gengar goes in great. Gengar is pretty great. Once again, my confession is that I've never used Gengar in a party before. But even then, he's just like, I don't know, he's missing a little bit of the sauce of the top tier guys that are like some of my all-time favorite Pokemon. But Gengar himself is pretty cool, admittedly. He is pretty cool. Onyx. Onyx is like meh. I like Steelix more. Onyx is like fine. He's just like an OG. He's just a classic Pokemon, but he's just a snake made of rocks. Like, I do think it's funny that he's really big. Like, he's like one of the bigger Pokemon in Gen 1. I think that's kind of cool. Drowsy. Drowsy honestly does nothing for me. Drowsy goes in meh. Hypno, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Hypno goes in bad. I actually don't. I think Hypno's fucking ugly. I think he looks so gross. It's just like, you know Hypno would stink. Like, this guy looks like he would never shower. He's just like, I'm too cool to shower. Ooh, hypnosis, I don't smell bad. He's just so gross. But Krabby. Krabby is like, okay. Kingler is just angry Krabby, so he goes in meh. I skipped a lot of guys here. Voltorb is meh. Electrode is funny though because he's just Voltorb but flipped and like he goes opposite. Usually it's or it's like nice to angry. This time it goes from angry to like fucking smug. Like Electrode Electrode looks like he knows your fucking social security number and he's just like hee and he's just withholding that information. It looks like he wants to blackmail you at any stage. Like, look at that fucking shit-eating grin he's got on his face. That's Electrode. Execute. He's so fucking weird, dude. Execute goes in okay. He's so weird. Executor, I think, is good, though. I would like to use Executor in a party someday. Where am I at? Cubone. Cubone is gonna be in great. I think Cubone's pretty cool. Marowak loses a little bit of the flavor, so Marowak goes in good. But I really like Cubone. I think he's a cool Pokemon. Even though he is just mono ground, I think he does it better than Sandslash in Sandshrew. I think Cubone's really cool. Where am I at? Marowak. Tyrogue, no. Okay, so I got the two Hitmons. Hitmonlee goes in, I think he goes in good tier. I think he's pretty cool. Hitmonchan is going to go in great. I know I think it's more popular with people like Hitmonlee. I could be talking out of my ass, though. Talking out of my ass. But I think Hitmonchan's really cool. I like the idea of Hitmonchan getting all the different punches. Like, you give him Thunder Punch, you can give him Ice Punch, you can give him Fire Punch, you can give him, it's not Mach Punch, but you can give him, like, Sky Uppercut. But he can have all the different punches, so he has a lot of type coverage. And he's only weak to, like, what would it be, Psychic and Flying? What else is Fighting weak to? I guess Fairy now. But, yeah, I think Hitmonchan's pretty cool. Hitmonlee, I'm actually going to move him down. I'm actually going to move him to okay. He's just okay. Moving on though. Lickitung. Lickitung goes in meh. Admittedly, I would like to use Licky in a party someday because I feel like that would be a bit of a meme. Like if I was ever doing a run with a meme party, I would be throwing in Licky in like Platinum or something. TBH. I would do that. Coughing. Coughing. What is there to say about Coughing? Nothing. He's meh. Weezing also meh. He's not disgusting. He's not bad. He's just like meh. He's a little below average. Rhydon. Sorry, Rhyhorn first. Rhyhorn's like okay. I think Rhydon's pretty good though. It's the same typing as Golem, but I think Rhydon's pretty cool. Now if it was I'm gonna move him to good actually. If it was Rhyperior, that would go in A. But we're not doing Rhyperior. Nah, that's Gen 4. Not doing that. Rhydon is pretty cool though. I do like how, I think that's Giovanni's ace in the gym. 8th gym, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, Rhydon's always just been kind of cool to me. I actually like Rhydon, I think Rhydon's pretty sweet. I think also Rhyhorn, maybe it was either Rhyhorn or Rhydon was the first Pokemon ever like drawn or created. Which I think is also pretty cool. That's a cool piece of trivia. Alright. Happiny. Wait, no, sorry. No, not Happiny. Chansey. Chansey's okay. I like Chansey for one reason. And the only reason, sorry, two reasons. One, it's kind of tanky. Two, gives a fuckload of XP when you kill it. And that's the only reason I like Chansey. So it's okay. Blissey is not this generation. I think Blissey's Gen 2. Happiny is Gen 4. Happiny. Tangela. Tangela is good. I think he's a cool guy. Tangela is just like, he's a little timid, a little shy, but he's just like, I don't know, he's just made of vines. I think Tangela's pretty cool. Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is, I like the idea of Kangaskhan. I think Kangaskhan's idea is pretty cool. So it's going to get a good from me. It's got a little Joey in his pouch. Little baby Kangaskhan. It's still never really been explained, or maybe it has been confirmed somewhere, if the little baby is also part of the Pokemon, or if it's just like Kangaskhan is the mother or the adult, and the little baby is just like, it just happens to be there. He's just chilling, but he's not actually part of the Kangaskhan umbrella Pokemon thing. So there's some debate there, but I think that's kind of funny. Horsey. Horsey's okay. And now I know I've clowned on the Pokemon go from like being normal to being angry, but I think the one case this works is Seadra. I think Seadra's pretty good. I think Seadra is cool. I like Seadra a lot. I guess that's the same with Cubone and Marowak, which I did put Marowak lower. But I think Seadra's pretty cool. I don't know, he just looks cool. I feel like he's one of the less generic water types. IMO. Got it. That's my personal opinion. Moving on. Goldeen, meh. Seeking goes in bad. Immediately. I don't give a rat's ass about those Pokemon. Now Starmie. Starmie goes in good. Sorry, that's Staryu. Staryu goes in good. Starmie goes in great though. Gotta scroll up. Starmie goes in great. Starmie's cool. I actually have a Starmie in my current Leaf Green party right now. I do like Starmie quite a bit. Oh my god, a kitty cat came to visit me. Hello, kitty cat. So that's Starmie. Moving on. Where am I? Am I Mr. Mime? I guess so. Alright, Mr. Mime. This guy's a freak. He's a freak. But he's also pretty goofy, so I gotta give him okay at least. I know he picked up Fairy type in the newer games, which is weird to me, but he's gonna get okay. Moving on. Scyther. I'm not as Scyther pilled as some other people. Some other people really like Scyther, and especially Scizor. I'm interested in Scizor, using him in a party. But I would not use him if it was just Scyther. Like, if it was like red and blue, you would never see me picking up a Scyther. Never. So for that reason, he's going to go in like meh. Just Scyther is just not doing it for me. Scizor, it's cooler that he got in like Cleavor and PLA. I think that's the more interesting. Jinx is like, yeah. I like Smoochum. I think Smoochum's got a little bit of sass, but Jinx is just a freak. So Jinx goes in E tier. Jinx goes in E tier. Don't like Jinx. Just weird. Where am I? Alright, skipping all the... We're on Electabuzz. I think Electabuzz is okay. He's okay. He's kind of... I don't even know what Electabuzz is even supposed to be. Electabuzz is like fine. I don't know. Once again, another mono... Okay, one thing I have to admit about my Pokemon preferences is that I would basically almost never use a mono evolution Pokemon. If a Pokemon does not evolve ever, it's very unlikely that I use it. I don't know why. It's just a thing for me. I almost exclusively use Pokemon that evolve, generally. There's very few examples actually, I can't think of any examples on the top of my head right now of Pokemon, mono Evo Pokemon that I've used before. Just not a thing I do. Now, Magmar. I think Electric type is cooler than Fire type, so for that reason, Electabuzz isn't okay, but Magmar's just meh. I like his Evo, though. Magmortar is cool. We're not there yet. Pinsir, gotta be honest, Pinsir's never really done anything for me. He goes in meh. Actually, no. Pinsir's okay. Sorry. Pinsir's okay. He's, like, fine. Tauros goes in meh. Once again, never done anything for me. I have, like, no feelings towards Tauros at all. Magikarp. Where do you even rank Magikarp? He fucking sucks. He only knows Splash. Magikarp goes in bad, I think. Now Gyarados, once again, another popular Pokemon that I've never used in a party before. So I think he's gonna go in okay. I wouldn't mind trying Gyarados, but actually no, sorry. Gyarados and meh. Honestly, he's just, once again, a Pokemon that doesn't really do anything for me. He's just like a big fish. I don't know. He's just not super crazy to me. He's not got the sauce that these guys have in these tiers. So it goes in meh. God, where am I on this? I got a lot of guys I gotta filter through. Lapras goes in A tier immediately. Lapras is cool. If you want a water and ice type that I like, you get Lapras, because Lapras is cool. You get one for free at the end of Silphco. I really like Lapras. That's my confession. I think Lapras is really cool. I don't got much issues with that. Moving on, though. Ditto. Ditto does go in great tier. Just because he's just a sex god in the breeding camp. Breeding camp, Jesus Christ. I should not say that. Breeding... Sorry. What's the place called? Oh my god. What's the breeding house? There's like a name for it. I guess just the Pokemon breeder. Just... breeding camp does not sound right. That sounds bad. But Ditto is a god for making all the eggs anyone could ever want. So I like Ditto. I think Ditto's really funny. He's also just literally a glob. He's so funny. Eevee I think is good. Now we get to the Gen 1 Eeveelutions. I think Eevee's just okay. Eevee's alright. Now, Vaporeon. It's gonna go in good. We're not talking about Vaporeon more. I'm not gonna elaborate, but Vaporeon is good. Jolteon's also good, honestly. I actually like Electric type quite a bit. Actually, no, sorry. Jolteon does go in great. I think Jolteon's pretty sweet. He's gonna go in great. I think there's other good options for water types for like electric types. I think there aren't a lot of electric types I'd be willing to use, except for maybe Jolteon and like Magneton. Those are the ones I'd use mostly. So I actually like Jolteon. I think Jolteon's cool. It's my favorite Gen 1 evolution, which is a hint towards my thoughts on Flareon, which I think is just okay. Admittedly, I have never used a Flareon in a party before. It's just don't think it's doing much for me, honestly. It's just not doing much for me. So Flareon is like okay. I do like the idea of it being an evolution. I'm always a little interested in the evolutions. I think they're kind of cool. Now we get to the real Pokemon. This is the next one. Porygon goes in S tier. For people that don't know, the Porygon line evolutionary family is my favorite evolutionary family in all of Pokemon. There's some others that come close, but I just love the Porygon line. All of them are S tier. So you're going to see them in the Gen 2 and 4 videos, but all of them are S tier. I love Porygon. He's just so goofy. He's literally a Pokemon made of code. Like, how could you not hate that? And he's a normal type, which I know I don't really use a lot of monotypes, like especially normal, but Porygon is the one exception. Especially once he gets to like Porygon Z and stuff, and he gets some really good special attack and a lot of flexibility with his movesets. I really like Porygon. I think Porygon's so cool. Even though he's not even that great, he's like fine. But he's still cool to me. I like Porygon a lot. Moving on. Actually, on top of that, I also have one of the Porygon plushies that my girlfriend got for me because she's awesome and I love her so much. But Porygon is cool. I really like Porygon a lot. He's just a cool, like weird looking dude. He just like blocks. How could you not like that? Ammonite does actually go in great tier. I think Ammonite's pretty, just a cool guy. Amistar does go in good. I think Ammonite's cooler. But yeah, Amistar, I do like that's all the memes of the Helix fossil. I wouldn't mind using an Amistar in a party actually at some time. I wouldn't mind doing that. I feel like that would be cool. Similar to this, Kabuto is Kabuto's okay. Actually, no, I think Kabuto's good. I also think Kabutops is good. He's not doing all I don't think I like him as much as Amistar though. I think I should move these down. Yeah, no, actually, Kabuto stays in good. I think Kabutops goes in okay. Yeah, I think I like that more. Yeah, I like that more. Because I do like these guys more than Kabutops. Although, I do like his, like, scythe arms. I think that's cool. I think that's interesting. Oh, but maybe... Okay, no, sorry. He's going to go back in good. That's my final thoughts. He's going to go back in good. I think he's pretty good. I think he's interesting. Aerodactyl. Just a Pokemon I'm pretty meh on. Not doing much for me. Snorlax is a classic. Snorlax is just a goofy guy. I can't hate him too much. What song is this? Pokemon Tower? No. We're about to get to the end of this, so I'm gonna pick some real Pokemon. Or some real names. Yeah, we do the Indigo Plateau. Also, I'll put a link to the soundtrack video that I'm having in the background because it's just a YouTube video from Pika Productions. Thank you for putting this together in August 2021 and enhancing all the audio. I will include this link in the video because this is a very nice background music. I'm even gonna like that video. But Snorlax is just a classic. He's just a good Pokemon. Just a good Pokemon. Dratini. Dratini goes in... I think Dratini goes in great. I think Dragonair is just kind of Dratini but longer, so he's going to go in good. Dragonite, though, I've always liked Dragonite. He's going to go in S tier. He's just a perfect, quintessential Pokemon. He's just so great. It's weird that he goes from blue to orange, but I just really like Dragonite. I think he's so fun. He's just like, he's the OG pseudo-legendary. He's one of the GOATs. One of the classics. Lance and Heart Gold Soul Silver had 3 of them. If that's not an indication of how good he is, I don't know what is. Is this the Elite Four music? Oh, this is the final blue battle. Okay, we're getting to the end here then. Let's see, no, we're getting to the end. Oh, yeah, we are almost done. We got 5 Pokemon left. Articuno, S tier. It's my favorite bird. Speaking of which, Zapdos. Oh, oh, no, what happened? What happened? What happened? Did I accidentally click a reload? Oh, I kept it. Why did it? Oh, wait, I need to go presentation mode. Oh, I messed up. Okay, I fixed it. I fixed it. Did this set me back or anything? No. Okay. I accidentally clicked back. But Zapdos does go in A tier. He's pretty cool. Moltres goes in... Where's Moltres? Moltres goes in B tier. He's pretty good. I just love Articuno. I really like ice types. So, and I really like electric types. As you guys saw in my type tier list. I do think Articuno's looks a little... Oh, but Zapdos is cool. Ooh, I'm torn. I'm torn. I'm torn. I'm torn. I think I keep it like this. I think Zapdos is not quite perfect, but he's pretty great. Articuno is actually just perfect. And Moltres is... He's just good. Mewtwo. Mewtwo's always been pretty cool. I like him in Smash. I think it's cool in Smash. I'm going to put him in good. And then, to finish us off, Mew, the final Pokemon. I like the idea of Mew kind of being like the original Pokemon, sort of. And, yeah, I think it's cool that he can kind of learn, like, every single move. I think he can. I think that's part of his... I think he can learn every single move. Which is interesting to me. And this seems to be the tier list. I'm going to go through and count everything now. Make sure I got them all. 151. Okay. I just made sure and counted. I got all 151 Pokemon ranked in this. I didn't miss any here. Alright, that's it, everyone. That's the tier list. That's my Pokemon Generation 1 tier list. And let me know what your favorite Pokemon and least favorite Pokemon are down in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. This was just a fun little diversion. I'm still working on review videos. Those aren't going away. But this is just a fun little diversion. Well, I've been a little busy playing Destiny, TBH, and I'm moving out soon, so I gotta figure out, I'm looking for a place, and that's been time consuming, so. Yeah, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you next time.